All right, here's the first little shoe, and I did paint it, and unfortunately I bumped something on my video there. I apologize. I'm making a lot of mistakes. I'm tired, I think. And there's a little bit of paint on there. And I'm just going to take a toothpick there and try to work that off where I got that, where I didn't want it. It doesn't seem like that wants to work, so let's try the dampened Q-tip to get just that little bitty bit off there. All right, and that's certainly not perfect. So let's go back in there and get a better line. Okay, that's better, but it's still wanted to roll up there on there. All right, I'm going to let this dry. I'm not going to attempt to put any black on there until this is dry. I'll probably not do it. I'm not going to tempt fate today. I'm going to do all the red and then do the black and the gold accents. So that's our first shoe. In case that video cut off, I'm just going to show this again quickly. I don't know how much it cut off. I'm just going to start down in here in this hole. And then work it out a little bit. And that's the nice thing about these filbert brushes, is that you can encourage the paint along with them. That's what they're designed for. Just pull that in there. Okay. So we have that red. Check your top and sides. That doesn't look too bad. That looks pretty good. Trust me that it's much easier to do this if you can just fully concentrate on your painting and not have to watch yourself on video here as well. Okay, but I just took off that little line there with a wet cotton swab. And then I'm going to just come up under here. I think I'll load up my brush a little more. The end of my brush is actually hitting my mirror here. I'm kind of cramped the way I'm working. And somehow I got that on the heel there, so that's going to have to come off because the heel is black. And if this isn't perfect the first time, that's okay. You know, it can be touched up on the second coat. You can even retouch it with the black, but obviously the better line you can get for your foundation, you know, the nicer it's going to look. All right. Just kind of work over to that line there. I don't like how I got it right up here, so I'm going to do a little removal there. And then underneath the shoe, I'll just draw it right up that heel. I think I may need a little more paint. And then the same thing on this other side here. You kind of just have to turn it over and draw it up. And once again, it went on the bottom because the little caps on the back of this shoe should be black. I mean, at least in my opinion, they should be. Okay, and then just, you know, if there's any obvious brush strokes, just hit that lightly. Don't overwork the paint. You know, if it starts to look like it's going to be a troublesome thing, just leave it be and you can catch it on the next coat. Okay, and I'm going to hang, well, this doesn't have to hang now. You know, when I completely clear coated it will. I'm just going to carefully lay this, but you can put this clip on if you want to, and then just hang it up, and that way nothing touches. And it's a really good way to let your little shoes dry, but we're on the way to our red soles.